Hanah from University of Rizal System Taytay campus. Today we'll explore something that connects us all. It is all about biodiversity and how our society thrives through its relationship with science and nature. So let's dive in. Biodiversity is the variety of life on Earth, encompassing all living organisms, from the tiniest microorganisms to the vast ecosystem they form. It includes genetic diversity within species, the variety of species within habitats, and the complex interactions that sustain ecosystems. Biodiversity is the foundation of life, ensuring the balance and resilience of nature. Scientists break biodiversity into three key levels. First, we have genetic diversity, which refers to the differences within a species. It represents the differences in DNA among individuals of a population or between populations of same species. This is why some people have different eye colors or why some plants are more resistant to diseases. Greater genetic diversity enables species to adapt to environmental changes by providing a range of traits that enhance survival. When faced with challenges like climate shifts or diseases, individuals with beneficial traits are more likely to survive and reproduce, passing these traits to future generations. This process, known as natural selection, drives evolution and strengthens species resilience. In contrast, low genetic diversity limits adaptability, making species more vulnerable to extinction. Species diversity. Species diversity refers to the number and relative abundance of different species in a particular area. It includes both species richness, the number of species, and species evenness, the distribution of individuals among species. Importance of species diversity. Diverse ecosystems are more stable and resilient because they can better withstand disturbance like natural disasters and human activities. When multiple species perform similar ecological roles, the loss of one species does not lead to the collapse of entire system. A variety of species ensures a balanced food web by maintaining predator-to-prey relationships and nutrient cycles. When biodiversity is high, different species contribute to controlling population and preventing overgrowth or decline of certain organisms. Biodiversity provides significant economic and cultural benefits through tourism, recreation, and traditional practices. Many communities rely on biodiversity for food, medicine, and spiritual traditions. Additionally, ecosystems like forests and wetlands offer essential services such as pollination, water purification, and climate regulation. Ecosystem diversity. Ecosystem diversity refers to the variety of ecosystems in a given region, including different habitats, biomes, and ecological processes. This level of biodiversity accounts for variation in landscapes, climate, and interactions among species and their environments. Importance of ecosystem diversity. Ecosystem diversity is crucial for maintaining essential environmental services that support life on Earth. Forests absorb carbon dioxide, helping to mitigate climate change, while wetlands filter pollutants, ensuring clean water supplies. Oceans regulate global temperatures by absorbing heat and producing oxygen through marine life like phytoplankton. These natural processes maintain ecological balance and sustain human well-being. Diverse ecosystems provide a wide range of natural resources that are vital for human survival and economic development. Forests supply timber for construction, fisheries support global food production, and medicinal plants offer treatments for various diseases. The availability of these resources depends on maintaining healthy and diverse ecosystems, ensuring long-term sustainability. A variety of ecosystem enhances the planet's ability to withstand environmental changes and recover from disturbance. If one ecosystem is damaged, such as coral reefs affected by ocean warming, other ecosystems like mangroves and seagrasses can still support marine life. This diversity ensures that essential ecological functions continue, reducing the overall impact of habitat loss and climate change. The role of biodiversity in human life. So, why is biodiversity important? What does it have to do with us? The truth is, biodiversity is essential for food security, as it supports the growth and sustainability of crops and livestock. Different plants, animals, and microorganisms contribute to agriculture and providing genetic diversity, which help crop resist pests, diseases, and environmental changes. Pollinators like bees play a crucial role in fertilizing fruits and vegetables, ensuring productive harvest. Without biodiversity, food production would decline, making it harder to sustain global populations and increasing the risk of famine and malnutrition. Biodiversity plays a crucial role in medicine and human health, providing the foundation for many life-saving drugs and treatments. Many modern medicines, such as antibiotics from fungi and pain relievers from plants, originate from nature. Scientists continue to study tropical plants and marine organisms for potential cures for diseases like cancer and health conditions. Beyond medicine, biodiversity supports environmental health. Forests filter air pollutants, wetlands clean water supplies, and diverse ecosystems help regulate disease by controlling population of pests and disease carriers. However, deforestation, pollution, and habitat destruction threaten biodiversity, potentially limiting future medical discoveries and environmental stability. Protecting biodiversity is essential for advancing healthcare and maintaining a healthy planet. Environmental protection is essential for maintaining natural ecosystems and ensuring human survival. Biodiversity helps regulate climate, purify air and water, and sustain soil fertility. which supports agriculture and industry. Forests absorb carbon dioxide, wetlands prevent floods, and coral reefs protect coastline from erosion. However, human activities like deforestation, pollution, and overconsumption of resources are rapidly degrading the environment, leading to climate change and species extinction. Sustainable practices such as reducing waste, using renewable resources, and enforcing and conservation laws can help protect nature. By prioritizing environment, we secure a healthier, more sustainable future for all life on Earth. Biodiversity drives economic growth through industries like agriculture, fisheries, medicine, and tourism. Diverse crops ensure food security, marine biodiversity supports fishing industries, and medical plants contribute to healthcare. Ecotourism, which relies on wildlife and natural landscapes, generates jobs and promotes conservation efforts. Culturally, biodiversity is deeply tied to traditions, religious practices, and indigenous knowledge. Many communities rely on natural resources for food, medicine, and spiritual rituals. Art, folklore, and literature are often inspired by nature, shaping cultural identities. The loss of biodiversity not only harms ecosystem, but also erases cultural heritage. Protecting biodiversity sustains both economic opportunities and the rich traditions that connect people to nature. Right now, we are losing species at an alarming rate. Scientists say we are experiencing the sixth mass extinction, but this time, it's not caused by a meteor or a natural disaster. It is caused by us. Our actions are pushing nature to its limit, and if we don't act fast, we will lose more than just plants and animals. We will lose the very systems that sustain life on Earth. Deforestation. Every single day, we cut down over 15 billion trees to make space for cities, farms, and industries. What was once a lush, green paradise filled with life is now turning into empty wastelands. With every tree that falls, thousands of animals lose their homes. Birds, monkeys, insects, even species we haven't discovered yet. Imagine waking up one day and finding your home destroyed with nowhere to go. That is what deforestation does to wildlife. But it doesn't stop there. Trees absorb carbon dioxide and help regulate our climate. When we destroy forests, we release more carbon into the air, making climate even more worse. What we fail to realize is that when we destroy forests, we are not just losing trees, we are losing one of our greatest protectors. Pollution, the silent killer. Pollution is everywhere. It is in the air we breathe, the water we drink, and even in the food we eat. Every single day, tons of waste, chemicals, and plastic are dumped into our environment, and the consequences are devastating. Let's talk about plastic pollution. Right now, there are over 5 trillion pieces of plastic floating into our oceans. That's more plastic than fish. Turtles mistake plastic bags for jellyfish and choke. Seabirds feed into their young, thinking it's food. Even the deepest part of the ocean, where no human has ever been, are contaminated with microplastics. Scientists have even found plastic inside human bodies. This is no longer just an environmental issue. It's a health crisis. Then, there's chemical pollution. Industries dump toxic waste into the rivers, poisoning aquatic life. When we use pesticides and fertilizers in excessive amounts, they seep into the soil, contaminating food and water supplies. These chemicals don't just stay in one place. They enter the food chain, affecting animals and human alike. Climate change, the planet's breaking point. The Earth is heating up, and the consequences are impossible to ignore. Wildfires are more frequent and more intense. Ice caps are melting, causing sea levels to rise. The oceans are becoming warmer and more acidic, and extreme weather events, hurricanes, droughts, and heat waves are devastating communities around the world. Climate change is not some distant problem. It is happening right now. Species that have adapted over thousands of years to specific climates are struggling to survive. Coral reefs, which house 25% of marine life, are bleaching and dying because of rising ocean temperatures. Birds are migrating at the wrong times, throwing off entire ecosystems. Polar bears are losing their hunting grounds because the ice is melting beneath them. If we continue at this rate, scientists predict that 1 million species could go extinct in the coming decades. Overfishing, emptying our oceans. For centuries, the ocean has provided us with food, jobs, and life itself. But we are taking more than it can give back. Over 1/3 of the world's fish stock are being harvested at unsustainable levels. If we continue at this rate, we could see empty ocean by 2048. Overfishing does not just mean fewer fish. It disrupts the entire marine food chain. When large predators like sharks and tuna are overfished, smaller fish population explode, throwing ecosystem off balance. It's a domino effect that can collapse entire ocean systems. Some of the most magnificent creatures on Earth are being driven to extinction, not by natural causes, but by greed. Poaching and illegal hunting are wiping out species at an alarming rate. Many of these killings are driven by illegal wildlife trade, a multi-billion-dollar industry that exploits nature for profit. But here's the reality. Every time an animal is killed for its body parts, we lose a piece of our planet's natural heritage. Now that we understand why biodiversity is important and what threatens it, the next question is, what can we do about it? How can we, as individuals, make a difference? The truth is, no action is too small. Every step we take, whether it's changing our habits, supporting conservation efforts, or spreading awareness, can help restore and protect our planet's biodiversity. So, let's talk about some of the most powerful ways we can take action. All around the world, conservationists, scientists, and organizations are fighting to protect endangered species and their habitats. They dedicate their lives to rescuing injured wildlife, restoring forests, and enforcing laws against poaching and illegal trade. But they can't do it alone. They need our help. Supporting these efforts doesn't always mean making big donations. It can be as simple as signing petitions, sharing information on social media, or volunteering for local conservation projects. Even small contributions to reputable organizations can help fund anti-poaching patrols, reforestation programs, and marine conservation initiatives. Every effort counts, whether it's protecting tigers in Asia, sea turtles in the Pacific, or rainforests in the Amazon. The more we support conservation work, the more species we can save. One of the simplest yet most powerful ways to protect biodiversity is by reducing waste and pollution. The more waste we produce, the more we harm the environment and the species that call it home. Think about plastic pollution. Every plastic bottle, straw, or bag that isn't disposed of properly can end up in our oceans, harming marine life. By choosing reusable bags, bottles, and containers, we can significantly cut down on plastic waste. When we recycle, we give materials a second life instead of sending them to landfills or the ocean. But it's not just about plastic. Chemical pollution from household cleaners, pesticides, and industrial waste also threatens biodiversity. Switching to eco-friendly products and properly disposing hazardous waste can help protect soil, water, and wildlife. Imagine if everyone reduced their waste and pollution, even just a little. The collective impact would be enormous. A cleaner planet means a healthier environment for all species, including us. Forests are the lungs of our planet. They absorb carbon dioxide, provide oxygen, and serve as homes for countless species. But every year, millions of trees are cut down for agriculture, logging, and urban expansion. The solution? Plant more trees. Whether it's in our backyard, a local park, or part of reforestation project, every tree we plant helps combat deforestation and restores habitat for wildlife. Even in cities, protecting greens, spaces like parks and gardens can support urban biodiversity by providing shelter for birds, insects, and small animals. Nature has an incredible ability to heal, but only if we give it a chance. If we protect our remaining forests and actively work to restore those we've lost, we can rebuild the ecosystems that sustain life on Earth. Every breath we take, every bite of the food we eat, every drop of water we drink, it all connects back to the natural world. When biodiversity thrives, life thrives. But when we destroy nature, we disrupt the balance that sustains us all. The good news? It's not too late. The power to protect biodiversity lies in our hands. It starts with small, conscious decisions, choosing sustainable products, reducing waste, supporting conservation efforts, educating others, and standing up for the environment. If we act now, we can rewrite the future. We can create a world where forests are full of life, oceans are teeming with fish, and endangered species are given a second chance. We can live in harmony with nature instead of fighting against it. So I ask you, what kind of world do you want to leave behind? The choice is ours to make. Thank you for joining me on this journey of understanding biodiversity. I hope this inspires you to take action because together we can make a difference. Let's protect our planet, not just ourselves, but for future generations to come. This has been Hanah from University of Rizal System Taytay Campus. Thank you for watching.